The jig is up. The jig is up. Men are living well as women try to bum free meals off men. This is the reality we are in right now. So a lot of women are struggling. This economy has a lot of women broke. They don't have any money. They can't even afford an Uber home. They are struggling. They are using platforms like Tinder to find men who will bring them free meals. They've been doing this for years. They can't survive right now. This is after feminism. Feminism was supposed to liberate women, but women still need men to subsidize their living. And they're not able to live entirely off the state. So what they're doing is they're using platforms and any deceptive means that they can to get men to still provide for them. There's this notion, oh, women are stingy. Women are not stingy, okay? Women are only stingy when it comes to the men that they don't like. Women will spend another man's money on the men that they like if they don't have it for themselves, all right? So if she doesn't have money herself, she will turn around and get money from another man to spend that money on the man that she likes. She will take one man's hard-earned money and spend it or give it to another man that she actually likes. There was a story recently, I believe it was in Texas, where a woman stole $120,000 from her husband and gave it to the man she was cheating on him with. And there was a video, she was recording him, and he had enough, and he Control-Alt-Deleted her, and it went before a jury, an all-female jury. They only gave him like 10 years in prison. After an all-female jury heard that case, I'm telling y'all, if there were men on the case, he probably would have gotten, it would have been over for him. But this just shows you how bad America is right now, because we have so many simps. The legal system is so shifted towards women that a lot of men will not get a fair trial when men are in charge, because we have so many simps running wild. They gave him only like 10 years, if that, and supposedly he'll be out in like 4 to 5. He won't even be in there that long. All right. And it's like they really wanted to give him less. They gave him like the minimum. Okay. Because this is getting outrageous what women are doing in Western society right now. It is insane. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this content, if you're enjoying these videos, make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. And of course, members of the channel do get new videos early. If you'd like to learn more about that, click the join button below this video. So yeah, it is crazy what's going on right now, and women are waking up to it. Some women are putting each other on blast, but like I said, a lot of these women, they're not in the walls. They just see what's going on. Men are the ones who came up with this. Men are the ones who realized what was happening, and now smarter women, they're like, okay, yeah, well, it's over right now. It's over, so we need to run away from this. We're going to act like we're on the side of men. But let me jump right into the video.
What do you feel is a decent amount to spend on the first date?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
What? You don't think it matters?
No.
The internet is going to come for you heavily for this.
I think these girls that feel like the date that they take you on defines the man that they chose, they're full of crap. It's absolute BS. I think that it's a woman that's looking for the bigger, better deal, that has the audacity to say, I can't believe you want to bring me to the Cheesecake Factory. A lot of these dating scammers that literally go on a date every night just to be able to eat something, you're lucky you're eating tonight because you probably can't afford to do it yourself. These men don't give money, they give bags these days, and you can't eat that. So be grateful that you got some food, and be grateful that a man put in enough effort to take you somewhere. And that's the problem. I personally feel like that's the problem with today's day and age. Like, a lot of men are becoming lazy in dating. They're becoming lazy in the pursuit because there's no appreciation for what they do. And now women have these super high entitlement level thoughts that they deserve to be brought to freaking Bora Bora on their first date. And it's like, who are you to even ask for that? What value have you brought to that man? It's audacity. It's the audacity for me.
Audacity for me.
And on top of that, you should want to be friends with the person that you're choosing anyway. If I don't like you, I'm not going on a trip with you. I'm sorry, but Instagram photos on, no. Homegirl, be grateful that that man put in some effort. And you know what? The more appreciation that you choose, the better treatment you'll get.
Bar.
That's what I think.
Bar.
I don't think the amount of money matters. I think that just do something that you like. If that man likes you, you like to go, take me salsa dancing. It's free on Wednesday nights before 10 o'clock. and then it's $10 to get in. And I would love that. Buy me a bottle of water because it does get hot and I do sweat, you know, or let's go for a walk in the park. Or let's sit in a car and eat ice cream and talk about aliens, you know, like whatever it may be. But that's because are you out here just trying to go on nice dates, or are you out here trying to get to know a person for partnership in life?
I wish I could just microphone drop.
I'm serious.
You went
Yo, I told you these women can't get access to these men anymore. Talk about aliens. What woman do you know wants to sit around and talk about aliens? All these goofy gobblers that were running around with Chad, running around with Tyrone. I told y'all already, these little anime girls, they don't want you. They don't want you. Okay? They want Tyrone. They want Pookie. They want Ray Ray. They want Enrique. They want Miguel. They want Little Pancho. They love Little Pancho. They love Little Pancho. Those are the men that they want. Okay? Some people are like, who's Little Pancho? Little Pancho is Latino Pookie. That's who Little Pancho is. He's Hispanic Pookie. They love Little Pancho. They love Little Pancho. These are the men that they love. Okay? It's a sad reality. These women are broke. And now listen to this woman. Listen, this is not in the walls. Oh, you see Sims immediately like, oh, yes, sister. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this nonsense. Other women like, absolutely. I just want to be in my feminine. Get the hell out of here, bro. You live most of your life in your masculine. You don't know anything about femininity, all right? With all that masculine energy, okay? Let's talk about what is a woman, miss? What is a woman? Please define a woman to me. That's a complicated question. It's not very complicated, miss. Please define a woman to me. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out this pen and paper, and we're gonna have a conversation. No, miss, it's a very simple thing. All right, if a 5-year-old can tell you what a woman was in 1985, but you cannot tell me what a woman is in 2024, we do not need to have a conversation. Okay, there's nothing here. There is nothing here, ma'am. There is nothing here. Okay, if almost 30 years later you cannot tell me what a woman is, there is nothing here. This is the reality we now live in, y'all. I told y'all these women will no longer have access to these men. There was a comment that I received from a subscriber, and he said, this was actually an email, correction. It was an email I got from him. And he says, hello, Angry. I wanted to share this insight with you. I have discovered a culinary to high-value men, low-effort women. Here's a recent example. I met a woman in her mid-40s who, by all appearance, has her life together, works from home, makes good income, no kids, no previous marriage, MBA. She would be a boss babe under any other circumstances. However, she is overweight, cute, but still on the heavier side. She lives right next to the gym. She has no excuse. She works from home. Parking is not an issue. It's motivation. She presents low effort. She's not excited to see me when we meet, and she is not excited for physical intimacy either. She is just there, not even trying. I cut it off before I could be undermined by a false accusation. I had a good income last year after taxes, own my own home, and am in my 50s, still in shape, and I feel I qualify as a high-value man. I share this as the corollary and a cautionary tale to the younger men on your channel. Low-effort women will never attract or keep a high-value man. Our great father, Kevin Samuels, would agree. I want to thank him for sending over this email to me, and it just kind of brings the point home that these women will no longer have access to these men. Women put literally no effort into anything. This is why men are going overseas. Every man is like putting it out there. They're going to these other countries, and every country they go to, everywhere they go, they're finding women, beautiful women that are happy for them. Because, guys, here's the thing. While women in Western society see us as low-value men, women in the rest of the world find us extremely attractive. How normal is this, y'all? Use your brains for a moment. How normal is it to live in a country where 80% or even 95% of the men in the country are unattractive to most of the women. Because that's where we're at right now. That is really where we're at right now. Where it's up to really like 95%. And when 80% of the men are just completely unattractive. Like they're straight up, like, women basically view them as completely unattractive in every way possible. Another 15% are just average. So, and women don't want the average man. So they are not attracted to 95% of men. They are all competing for the same 5% of men, top 5% of men. And from that top 5%, they're actually really competing for the top 1%. This is how they did a Tinder study, and they found that on that platform, they found that most women were competing for the same 1% of men, only 1%. Like in the study, they found like women did not like 99% of men on the platform. 99%. Like for you to not like 99% of men, the result occurs because these women have been going around hooking up with all of these other dudes. Okay, and that makes them think that they're entitled to all of this value. They go out, they force guys to take them on dates where a guy will drop $800 on a single date, sometimes $3,000. Flying them out, all of this expensive stuff just for them existing. It's ridiculous. And then they start to think that this is what they deserve. We have women going around. Lots of women are now saying that $1 million is not much. Is not $1 million is not a lot of money. $1 million is not a lot of money, bro. Are you out of your damn mind? You have this one chick on YouTube, Simone. She's basically she says ladies and genitals because that's how much she dislikes. That's how much she despises men, and she basically teaches women how to take advantage of men and exploit men for money. Use dating apps to find rich men and exploit them to get their bag. Use these men for startup capital for their business. Basically use these apps to get access to high value men that have lots of money. And then how to get your dream job, how to get access to all kinds of money from these men. You have no genuine interest in these men. And if something goes south, you can just basically say that the guy was a creep. And then you wonder why these women will no longer have access to these men anymore. Like there was a prediction, there was a prophecy. And I don't have, there was a prophecy a guy made years ago. It's like maybe 10 years now. It was a while ago. And he posted it online where he predicted the future of women in Western society. And he predicted that in the 2020s, women were going to be in extremely horrible shape. And it was going to be so bad that society was going to ask, how did women end up in this condition? Like we're talking about extreme destitution. Guys, we're heading into some seriously horrible times right now. Okay? Right now, they are pushing for women to sign up to be registered for the military draft. There was a vote in the Senate from the military chair. They voted 22-3 in support in requiring women to have to sign up for the draft. And like I said, there's another bill that would make draft registration automatic. It's very likely that these two bills will be combined. Of course, there's some pushback from some simps who are like, over my deleted body, this is going to happen. No women should be doing this. But the fact of the matter is that there was like the group that voted on it. This was both Democrats and Republicans that voted in the Senate. It's 22-3 in support of requiring that women have to register for the draft. Like things are not looking good. Okay? And everyone knows right now we're in seriously bad economic times, and we're told that everything is wonderful. Hundreds of thousands of full-time jobs are vanishing, and people are working more and more part-time jobs. And they were told that we're not only at full-time employment, at full employment, but it's only getting better. The economy is just incredible. Guys, wait until the actual numbers come out. Because this is how bad it is right now, just wait. We're going to end up with like 6-7% unemployment or higher. or higher with and with AI. Come on, y'all. Come on. They're trying to hold this sinking ship up. If we end up in a situation where we have something like 8 to 10% unemployment, and it's not because of like something like in the events of 2020 where people basically were not able to go and work, like that's great depression level stuff, y'all. Like we're heading into Great Depression, Great Recession, Great Depression. And women can't hold on. They don't have any money. A lot of them will be filing for bankruptcy, and these men, they will never have access to these men anymore. I told y'all, I warned you about the Filipinas. The Filipinos are not messing around. I told you the simp economy is moving overseas. People thought this was a game. It's not a game. These Asian women are not playing games. These Asian women are not messing around. You see what's going on in Japan right now? These Japanese women are not messing around. But the Filipinos have this game on lock. I told y'all, every country, women from every country in the world are going to be competing for Western men. I told you this. Don't forget, Angry told you this. It's going to be like the American Idol International Edition, where women from every country in the world are competing for Western men. Okay? Literally, Ghana, do we hear you, Ghana? Ghana's competing. Okay, Indonesia, all the Indonesians, they're going hard. Oh, shoots, the Filipinas, though. Filipinas are marching. They're carrying the Olympic flame. Okay, because the Filipinas, they're the OG of this. The Filipinos are the OG of this game. All right, but Japan is sneaky. Japan is sneaky. These ladies, oh my goodness, they're coming in here dressed like samurai. Oh my gosh, they've got their swords out. The Japanese are not taking any prisoners, just like they did in WW2. We know how that worked out. Nah, they are not messing on. We need to stay clear of these women. All right, I'm telling you all. Okay, it's gonna be harsh. It's gonna be It's gonna be bad. These women around the world are going to be competing for these men, and women in Western society will no longer have access to these men. And these men are increasingly fleeing the country. And I've said it many times, a country without its men is not a country. A country without its men is a wasteland. Guys, what do you think regarding everything we discussed here? Because I think that this is insane stuff. By the way, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, and you want even more of this content, consider checking out the Men Walking Away channel, where I release daily videos. There's a link to the Men Walking Away channel in the description of the video. Go check it out, subscribe to the channel, enjoy the content. Guys, what do you think regarding all of this? Men are living well as women try to bum free meals. Let me know your thoughts. We'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, Men Walking Away, and cheers.